So, of course, if you are familiar with Christian theology or Christian teachings, you've probably heard the phrase, it is the spirit that quickeneth. It is the spirit that quickeneth. So, this actually has a very deep explanation in Yogic and Vedic traditions, where the argument is that all perceived reality is a fluctuation of consciousness with pure consciousness as its source. This is a central teaching in Yoga and Vedanta. In these traditions, pure consciousness, referred to as Purusha or Shiva, is the unchanging, eternal substratum of existence, what we might call spirit. The manifested experience of this pure consciousness is sensory and motor activity, and also thoughts and emotions. And this fluctuation of pure consciousness is described as Purusha or Shakti. These manifested experiences are seen as fluctuations of vibrations of pure consciousness, and in yoga, frequently described as Vrittis. And you're familiar with the phrase Yog Chit Vritti Nirod. So when the Vrittis settle down, you get in touch with your essential self, which is pure consciousness. These Vrittis constitute the totality of human experience, but are transient and ever-changing, unlike the immutable nature of pure consciousness. Vedanta explains that reality as we perceive it, is not ultimately real, but has an apparent existence, which is called mithya. And it is dependent on the underlying reality of consciousness, which is called Satya. This perspective emphasizes that all experiences, whether sensory or mental, occur within and are illuminated by consciousness itself. Consciousness remains unchanged across waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states, serving as the constant witness to these fluctuations. The biblical phrase, it is the spirit that quickeneth, can be related to this understanding by interpreting spirit as pure consciousness. In this view, consciousness is the animating principle that enlivens all experiences and forms. Just as the spirit gives life, the animating principle that enlivens all experience and forms, so too pure consciousness, which is the equivalent of spirit, underlies and gives reality to the apparent world of forms and activities. Without this foundational consciousness, there would be no experience or perception at all. Thus, the teachings of Yoga and Vedanta align with this idea by asserting pure consciousness as the source from which all perceived reality arises and into which it ultimately resolves. Spirit, or pure consciousness, is all there is, modulating itself as the experience we call mind, body, and the entangled universe that goes along with the perceptual activity we call the body. It is, therefore, the spirit that quickeneth. Current book, my friends, is Digital Dharma, how AI can elevate spiritual intelligence and personal well-being. And we can continue these conversations if you go to my digital twin, which is deepakchopra.ai. Thank you.